Welcome to What's Viral Today. Get ready for a whirlwind tour of the latest buzz in politics and sports. From game-changing political maneuvers to jaw-dropping sports highlights, we've got it all covered. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay in the loop with the most viral stories from around the world. Let's jump right into today's electrifying updates. Kamala Harris stands at a pivotal juncture in her political career. After her 2024 presidential bid fell short, the former vice president faces a critical decision. Should she set her sights on leading her home state of California as governor? Or should she regroup and prepare for another run for the White House in 2028? The choice she makes will not only shape her own future, but could also have significant implications for the Democratic Party and the nation. Harris's decision carries immense weight. She is a historic figure, the first woman and first person of color to serve as vice president. Her next move will be closely watched by allies and rivals alike. The political world is eager to see what path this formidable leader will choose. Will she seek to make history again by becoming California's first female governor? Or will she pursue her presidential ambitions once more, aiming to shatter the ultimate glass ceiling? The stakes are high, and the decision is hers alone. The California governorship holds a powerful allure for Kamala Harris. As a native of the state, she has a deep-rooted connection to its people and its politics. She has a proven track record of success in statewide elections, having demonstrated her ability to connect with voters across diverse demographics. Harris has won 3 times previously, showcasing her strong electoral appeal and strategic acumen. Her experience as Attorney General and U.S. Senator from California gives her a deep understanding of the state's complex political landscape. This experience is invaluable for navigating the intricacies of state governance. Harris's familiarity with California's issues, coupled with her name recognition and fundraising prowess, would make her a formidable candidate for governor. Her ability to mobilize resources and support is well documented. She enjoys strong support among key Democratic constituencies, including women, minorities, and young voters. These groups have been pivotal in her past electoral successes. Her return to California politics would undoubtedly energize the party faithful. The enthusiasm she generates could translate into a significant advantage in any electoral contest. Furthermore, the current political climate in California could work in Harris's favor. The state's progressive leanings align well with her policy positions and political philosophy. With Governor Gavin Newsom widely expected to launch his own presidential bid in 2028, the field could be wide open for a Harris gubernatorial run. This potential vacancy creates a unique opportunity for her. Some potential rivals have even hinted that they would be willing to step aside if she decided to enter the race. This indicates a high level of respect and recognition of her political influence. However, a return to California would not be without its challenges. The political landscape is ever-changing, and new issues have emerged since her last tenure in the state. Some critics argue that Harris's time in Washington has made her out of touch with the concerns of everyday Californians. They believe she needs to reconnect with the grassroots level to regain their trust. They point to her record on criminal justice reform as Attorney General, which has drawn criticism from progressive activists. Addressing these concerns will be crucial for her potential campaign. Despite her loss in 2024, the allure of the presidency remains strong for Kamala Harris. Her ambition and drive have not waned, and she continues to be a prominent figure in the political landscape. Some advisors believe that she could be well-positioned for another run in 2028. They see her as a resilient candidate who has learned valuable lessons from her previous campaign. They argue that she emerged from the 2024 campaign with a stronger national profile and a more seasoned political operation. Her ability to navigate complex political landscapes has only improved. Harris's supporters point to her improved fundraising numbers and her ability to connect with key Democratic constituencies as evidence of her potential. They highlight her grassroots support and her appeal to a diverse voter base. They believe that with another 4 years of experience and a more favorable political climate, she could be a formidable contender for the Democratic nomination. Her policy proposals and vision for the future resonate with many voters. However, a second presidential bid would come with significant risks. The political landscape is ever-changing and new challenges could arise. Harris would face a new set of challenges in 2028, including a potentially crowded Democratic field and the lingering shadow of her 2024 defeat. She would need to differentiate herself from other candidates and address any lingering doubts. Some Democratic strategists worry that Harris may not be able to overcome the historical precedent of failed presidential candidates. The pressure to succeed would be immense. They point to the difficulties faced by previous nominees like Al Gore and John Kerry, who struggled to recapture the magic of their initial campaigns. The path to the presidency is fraught with obstacles, and history has shown that it is not easy to make a successful comeback. Kamala Harris faces a ticking clock as she weighs her options. If she chooses to run for California governor, she would need to declare her candidacy by the summer of 2025 to mount a competitive campaign. This tight timeline means that she will need to make a decision about her political future sooner rather than later. The urgency of the situation is compounded by the fact that potential rivals, both in California and on the national stage, are already positioning themselves for the 2026 and 2028 elections. Delaying a decision could give her opponents a significant head start in fundraising and building grassroots support. Moreover, the longer Harris waits, the more speculation about her intentions will dominate the news cycle. This constant scrutiny could distract from her message and make it more difficult for her to control the narrative surrounding her future. Several key factors will likely influence Kamala Harris's decision. One crucial consideration is her desire to avoid ending her political career on a low note following the 2024 defeat. A victory in the California gubernatorial race could allow her to reassert herself as a political force to be reckoned with. Another factor is the historical precedent of failed presidential candidates. Harris is acutely aware of the challenges faced by those who have sought the White House and fallen short. She will need to weigh the risks of another grueling national campaign against the potential rewards of a successful gubernatorial run. Furthermore, Harris will undoubtedly consult with her closest advisors, family members, and political allies as she charts her course. Their insights and perspectives will play a crucial role in shaping her final decision. Section 6. The Newsom Factor, a potential clash of ambitions. The political ambitions of California Governor Gavin Newsom loom large over Kamala Harris's calculations. Newsom is widely seen as a likely contender for the Democratic presidential nomination in 2028. His potential candidacy creates both opportunities and complications for Harris. On the one hand, Newsom's presidential aspirations could clear the way for a Harris gubernatorial bid. If Newsom were to vacate the governor's mansion to pursue the White House, Harris would be the clear front-runner to succeed him. On the other hand, Newsom's presidential ambitions could also complicate a potential Harris presidential run. If both California Democrats were to seek the White House in 2028, it could lead to a divisive primary battle that could damage both of their chances. The 2028 Democratic presidential primary is shaping up to be a crowded and competitive affair. Unlike in 2024, when many potential candidates deferred to Harris due to her status as the former vice president, she is unlikely to receive the same deference in 2028. Several rising stars in the Democratic Party are waiting in the wings, eager to make their mark on the national stage. These potential contenders include governors, senators, and members of Congress, all vying for the chance to lead the party back to the White House. In this crowded field, Harris would need to articulate a clear and compelling vision for the country to stand out from the pack. She would also need to demonstrate that she has learned from the mistakes of her 2024 campaign and is ready to run a more disciplined and effective operation. Section 8. California Dreaming, Gauging Support in the Golden State. While Kamala Harris enjoys strong support among many California Democrats, her path back to the Golden State is not without its potential pitfalls. Some political observers question whether she can recapture the same level of enthusiasm that propelled her to victory in previous statewide elections. Harris's time in Washington, coupled with the inevitable scrutiny that comes with being a national figure, may have eroded some of her support among California voters. She will need to work hard to reconnect with voters and convince them that she understands the challenges facing the state. Furthermore, Harris's record on criminal justice reform as Attorney General continues to be a source of controversy. Progressive activists argue that her policies disproportionately harmed communities of color and that she has not done enough to address systemic racism in the criminal justice system. Kamala Harris's next move will have a profound impact not only on her own political career, but also on the future of the Democratic Party. As one of the most prominent figures in American politics today, her actions and decisions are closely watched. Her decision will be scrutinized by political observers, historians, and everyday Americans eager to see how this trailblazing leader chooses to define her legacy. The stakes are incredibly high, and the ripple effects of her choice will be felt across the nation. If Harris chooses to run for California governor, she will have the opportunity to build on her record of public service and cement her status as a political icon. Her tenure as governor could serve as a powerful testament to her leadership abilities and her vision for the future. As governor of the nation's most populous state, she would have a powerful platform to advocate for progressive policies and shape national debates on issues ranging from climate change to immigration. Her influence could extend far beyond California, setting the stage for national reforms. On the other hand, if Harris decides to make another run for the White House, she will face an uphill battle against a crowded field of Democratic contenders and the weight of history. The competition will be fierce, and the challenges numerous. However, a successful presidential campaign would make her the first woman to hold the nation's highest office, shattering one of the last remaining glass ceilings in American politics. It would be a historic achievement, inspiring countless individuals across the country and the world. Regardless of her decision, Kamala Harris's place in history is secure. She has already broken down barriers and inspired millions with her intelligence, her determination, and her unwavering commitment to public service. Her journey has been a beacon of hope and progress for many. The question now is, what's next for Kamala Harris? Only time will tell. Her next move could redefine her career and further shape the political landscape of the United States. As we await her decision, one thing is certain. Kamala Harris will continue to be a pivotal figure in American politics, influencing the course of history with every step she takes.